All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and our home team. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, it's Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Winston. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Express. You better bring. I'm letting you know right now.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On second down, Eckler. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and...
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike. Hey, down. 185. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Express. Don't be scared of it. Check 37. Check 37. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check. Later 1. Out. Whip.
Running on first down, Eckler. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
You got it. You got it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. 180.
From the 44, Carr. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Ready. Blue 80.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. Blue 80.
third down. Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. This pass finds its way to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert. You're mine.
Now a toss play to Eckler. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Mike down. 180.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr on the screen. This is Eckler. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Here we go. Get off the field. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Stand back. Just like here we go.
Winston now from the 50. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. That throw into the arms of Allen. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And Sanders has got it complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Jones. Desmond King making the tackle. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Winston He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Charger drive about to get going. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Austin Eckler. It's second down and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
Watch the pass.
Throwing again. Carr. Throw caught here by Bird. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Monday, down. 185. 59, Mike to 59. Now watch one, watch one. Express!
It's Eckler again. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now. 180. Hey, we're good, we're good. 180. 65. Slam.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in.
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anderson-Dejo. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. William Golston. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here is Eckler. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Down. 180. Match by 4. Right here, right here. Express.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They go play action. Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's fielded at the 45. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 3 quarters in the books, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Benjamin's got it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown of the new season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Badgley on for the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
You got 3 down, 3 down. Shit. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
29 is the mic. Come on.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. And it is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Play action. Now it's Carr. Hunter Henry brings it in. Touchdown, LA! 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charlie. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Andrew Sendejo swoops in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Wait.
On play action, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush.